I'll record from my side too. So, is there any possibility like where you people can join 30 minutes early, like 6:30 a.m., 7:30,
Um,
30 minutes
for
early?
me,
No, no, for
only
both.
Friday. No, Fridays it's little bit difficult, but other days it's fine. Monday to Thursday.
Because I'm starting a new batch at 7:30. I mean, a new student is going to join. So what I thought was, I will talk to her too. If she is ready to join at 7, then
Mm.
we all three I can take a session at once. Or else I will discuss with her. Okay, no problem. Okay, so anyhow, let's look into these flowcharts. So basically, what is a flowchart? It's a analytical technique used to describe some aspect of an information system in a clear, concise, and logical manner. Okay, so you know flowchart, right? What it do? It explains the work. It explains the flow of work. Yeah, flowcharts use a standard set of symbols to pictorially describe transaction processing procedures. So here we have four types of symbols like input output, processing symbols, storage symbols, flow and miscellaneous symbols. Okay, so here are input and output symbols. The first one, if you see, it's a document where you can write on it and where you can read out of it. That's why we call it as input and output. Okay, like it's a Word document if you take an example, or an email, okay, where you can write something on it and also where you can read out of it, right? Yeah, it's a document symbol. That's an input output symbol. And the next is display, like a computer screen, a monitor, like go to an ATM machine or a phone screen where you can type something on it and where you'll get out something from it, right? That's a display symbol, like a calculator, okay, or a computer or a ATM machine, whatever it is. And the last is input and output, that is general ledger, means this is a parallelogram. This is useful. This is used for calculations. Like for example, 1 plus 1 equals to is the input you gave, and the output you got is 2, right? So for calculations, we use this symbol. So these three are input and output symbols. Next, processing symbols. You know the bucket symbol. It's a manual process. Like suppose if you want to get money from a bank, you go to the bank, stand in a line, okay, and get cash from a cashier. So that's a manual process. And if you want money, you go to an ATM machine or you do online transfer. That is a system process. So manual and system. Okay. So in manual process, we don't involve system. I mean, we don't work with a system. And system processing is where the system takes an action. Next, storage symbols. Okay. Here is a magnetic disk. It's a storage symbol. Okay. It's a disk where you can store the data like hard disk, pen drives, DVDs, CDs. All this comes under database where you can store the data. And what is magnetic tape? You know, camera reels, video cassettes, audio cassettes. Like in earlier days, we used to store data on tapes, right? Yeah, that's a magnetic tape. Got it? Nowadays, people are not following this, using this, but you understand. Next, here are some miscellaneous symbols like arrow, and that shows the direction, which direction the document flows: on page connector, off page connector, terminal, and decision. Okay, so these all comes under different symbols. Now let's go with an example. Look at this. Here is a sequential flowchart, sequential structure, a straight flow. A flowchart is a diagram that depicts the flow of a program. Here it is representing a program. Okay. Notice there are three types of symbols in this flowchart. Yes. Start and end. Okay. Rounded rectangles. Okay. That is one symbol. Parallelograms, all the slided rectangles you can see are parallelograms, and one rectangle. Okay. Next. Each symbol represents a different type of operation. Yeah. Each symbol represents a different type of operation. Terminals, start and end, represented by rounded rectangles, indicate a starting or ending point. Start and end. Okay. We call them as terminals. You have to remember the word. Next. Input and output, as I said, the slided rectangles. We call them as parallelograms. Right. So it is asking, display a message. How many hours did you work? It is asking me a question. I enter something, read hours. Okay, input. And one is process symbol. Here the calculation happens. Represented by rectangles, indicates a process such as a mathematical computation or variable assignment. Okay. Okay. You can see here, it is asking me a question, how many hours did you work? I enter 40. Then again it is asking me a question, how much do you get paid per an hour? I said 20. So calculation happened, 40 into 20. The output is 800 to display gross pay. And end. A small example for a system flowchart or a sequential structure. Okay, Ciela, understand?
Yes, I understood.
Next, we have four flowchart structures here: sequence, decision, repetition, and case. Okay. A series of actions are performed in sequence. The pay calculating example was a sequence flowchart. Okay, you can see here, the one which we discussed is a sequence structure from start to end. Okay. And decision structure, one of two possible actions is taken depending on a condition. You understand what a sequence? It's a straight flow. And decision is like yes or no. Okay. Look at this. A new symbol, the diamond, indicates a yes no question. If the answer to the question is yes, the flow follows one path. If the answer is no, the flow follows another path. If it goes right side, it's yes, no, back. Okay. Okay, got it? Next. We don't go with the C++ example, okay? We only go with the functional example. And next is repetition structure. This is known as loop. Actually, it's a loop. Like example in ATM machine. Once you enter a wrong password, what happens? The machine will send back to you, right? Saying that, hey, enter the right password, something. So it is repeating back. It is not allowing to go down, or it is not exit. It is not exit. I mean, it is not going to exit. It will just repeat to do the same, to enter the password again and again, right? Yeah, so that is repetition. A repetition structure represents part of the program that repeats. This type of structure is commonly known as loop. Notice the use of diamond symbol. A loop tests a condition, and if the condition exists, it performs an action. Then it tests the condition again. If the condition still exists, the action is repeated. This continues until the condition no longer exists. Okay, that's what I was saying. That's it. I don't want to go with C++ example again. And the next is case. You know case? Case structure. One of several.
Yeah, I know that. Like, if one of several, like, if any one thing is satisfied, it goes to case A, otherwise case B.
Right, you are right. You can see here is an example. The structure below indicates the action to perform depending on the value in years employed. If 1 year employee data comes here, the bonus is set to 100. If 2 year employee data comes, bonus is set to 200. If 3 year data comes, the bonus is set to 400. And more than 3 years, the bonus is set to 800. Okay, it's a case structure. You can see here. If years employed equals to 1. Yeah. Um, so, and like this, we have 4 structures: sequence, decision, repetition, and case. Okay, and here comes connectors. Again, going back to symbols. Connectors are those like which connect 2 pages, 2 diagrams. Like we used to write down in our school days or college days, like to be continued, right? To be continued or
Mm.
page turnover, so that when you refer, okay, let's say a paragraph is continuing in the next page, so you will write to be continued. Okay, you will come to know, okay, this paragraph is continuing in the next page, right? In the same way here, you put a connectors while drawing flowcharts like this. I mean, this flowchart is a connectivity of the previous page. If you put B,
Mm.
then C, then D, it continues in that way. Got it?
Yeah, page connector, right?
Yeah, page connector. Cool. The module. Module is like the same process, the system process. That's it. It's the same action it do as like a rectangle box. The system process, sub process. We can say it's a sub process. So like this, we have different structures and symbols, and we combine together and draw flowcharts. Okay. So now let's review. Now you guys answer. Uh, what do each of the following symbol represent? What is the first one? Um,
Start and stop.
Start and stop is an action. And
Action. Okay.
what is the
And the next one is like input.
mm, mm. No, the first one is you said start and stop is it's an action, it's an
Action.
operation. But
Yeah.
what is the name of the symbol? It is terminal.
Yeah, terminal, right.
It's a terminal. And what is the second one?
Second one is like it is like input and output.
Yes, it is input and output. It is known as parallelogram. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
parallelogram.
What is the next?
And the next one like rectangle or for
Hmm.
process.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a system process. Yeah. Next.
Next one is like a decision, like kind of
Yeah.
condition.
It's a diamond symbol where you can use it on
Yeah,
decision,
diamond.
repetition, and condition. Yeah, case. It's a diamond symbol. What is the next one?
Page character.
Yeah, yes, it's a connector. And the last one.
Actually, the last one I was about to ask. I
The
forgot.
module. It's a module. It's a
Yeah.
sub process. Yeah,
Oh,
and
oh, it's a sub process.
yeah, it's a sub process actually. Yeah. Uh, Flowcharts. 4 flowchart structures we have like sequence, decision, repetition, and case. Uh, 4 structures. Okay, what is this?
That is repetition.
Yeah, yeah, it's a loop, right? What is this?
Sequential.
Yeah, what is?
Sequence, right? Like
Yeah, you're right.
case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next one is
This
case.
is case.
Yeah, and what is this?
This is decision.
Nice, super. So now let's go back to our use case document. Yeah, here, and let's go to the second project, that is performance management system. Now here you tell me how many symbols are there, how many structures are there. Come on, go through, look into this, take 2 minutes time, and tell me how many symbols are there and how many structures are there. Okay.
There are six symbols.
Uh-huh. What are those?
That is input output,
Mm-hmm.
then document,
Mm-hmm.
We have module,
Mm-hmm.
and in the second part we have like a decision structure there,
Mm. Decision
and
is
in the
not.
manager part,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, correct.
like other changes. Okay, that is yes or no, right?
Mm.
And in the manager part again we have like a decision.
Mm.
Even in the last thing we have a decision structure.
Mm.
And then only if we see from the top, it is going like sequential too. Like till half the part, it went like sequential, one below the other.
No, when you say sequential from start to end, it must be a
Oh, it has to
sequence.
go in a straight way. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So right. So let's see this. This is a performance management system project. It's
Mhm.
like it's an application. It's a appraisal application form. So every organization, every in an organization, you'll have many departments like accounts, IT, finance, right? HR, so many departments. So every department employee need an appraisal end of the day, correct? End of the day.
Mm.
So how do they get the appraisal? Means they have to fill this appraisal form that is known as performance management system portal. So all these employees log in with their credentials, and once they log in with their credential based on their department, okay, for example, if I'm an accountant, the database will fetch the account related application. Okay, like the application will be the application will ask like on which account you are working, who is your accounts manager, how many accounts you have closed, what is your weightage, rankings, and all this. How many tasks you have done. When it comes to an IT employee, when an IT employee log into this with his credentials or her credentials, um, the IT employee will get a different type of an application form, like on which project you're working, which domain, which client, on which who is the client, what is the project name, what is the duration of the project, so what are the awards and rewards you have achieved, your weightage, rankings, and all this, right? So that's why you can see in the top the HR admin starts here is the work starts here, and already the templates will be there. So what this HR admin will do, this fellow will create template for here and create background documents. I mean, these documents this HR admin will assign to this performance management system portal. Okay, so this is a database. This is a database.
Yeah, that's right.
In the database, you have these documents, and the database are connected, map templates to employees, and communicate to employees to PMS. It is connected to project performance management system portal. Okay, so now it's time for an employee. Employee login. Someone join? Yeah. Priyanka, can you hear me? Give me a minute. Huh? Priyanka, can you hear me? Okay. we'll finish it off. So yeah, so look at this. Employee, log into performance management system, set objectives, KRA, weightage and target.
And the first one, what is that communicate to employees? What is that symbol called?
That's
It's
a
like
document. That's a document symbol. And you know, we can even customize symbols. Got it? So suppose if you want something a new, you have a new requirement where you don't have any symbol for that. Okay, where you don't have a predefined symbol for that, you can pick some symbol like a circle or a box or something unique, and you can make it like this is email, this is a document, this is an Excel sheet, something like that. Understand? Because there are some predefined, but what about there are many other symbols also you need, so you can customize. You can pick some symbol and you can, so that you can only understand, your team can only understand, not others. Okay, yeah, got it. So now employee log into PMS, set objectives, KRA, that is rankings, weightage and target, and send it to submit objectives for approval. Okay, so when employee click on submit button, it goes to manager. So manager will receive an email. Okay, you can see notify approver. Manager will receive an email stating that, hey, one of your employee has applied. Then your manager will look into this and all the object is okay. If manager feel that everything is fine, he is just accept it, approve it and submit to reviewer. Reviewer is like a third party or a external entity, external employee. Okay, sometimes maybe manager may be wrong, correct? Sometimes employee may be wrong. So that's why reviewer will once again cross check. Okay, so reviewer open and review objectives. All the objectives okay. If reviewer feel everything is fine, he says yes and approve and end the process. Okay, or else, let's see here, manager, in the manager area, all object is okay. No, if manager feel that something is wrong, Priyanka, can you hear me? Just a second. Huh? I'm just talking to Priyanka. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
let's finish it off. I'm unable to hear her voice. Priyanka, you have to install the switch to desktop version. Okay, then only you will be able to communicate. Okay, I will finish it off. Let's say this. So we are here. We are at manager. So our object is okay. If no, make appropriate changes and submit the form. Okay, it goes up. You can see here. It's a repetition. Correct. Manager is sending back to employee. Now employee will receive an email. Notify employee. Okay, employee will receive an email. So are the changes okay? If employee feel that yes, he did something wrong, immediately employee will accept the changes and fix the issues and submit to manager again. Once again, manager will cross check everything is fine, he submit. Or else you can see if employees feel that nothing is wrong, then offline discussion. Correct? Offline discussion between manager and employee. That means they are out of the system. They are not communicating with this performance management system. They are communicating over the phone or face to face or email, but not through this. Okay, yeah, that is offline discussion. Got it. So this is the manual
Yes.
symbol. Then okay, sometime what happens? I mean, at the end of the day, however, manager have to accept it. Employee will fix it, whatever it is. Then it goes to reviewer, and if you see here, make appropriate changes in the reviewer. And if your reviewer feels that something is wrong, then immediately There will be offline discussion between three people. You can see here. It is going back again. Reviewer saying no, something is wrong. Then are the changes okay? If manager feel that yes, there are changes are needed, then send to employee. Otherwise, no. Then offline discussion between three people. Yeah, like a conference. That's it. But this is how you have to draw flowcharts, cross-functional flowcharts. Okay, got it. Any doubt?
No.
Can you give me a minute? I'll talk to Priyanka and I will continue.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Priyanka, you have to install a Switch to desktop version, or else give me a call. Okay, I'm just dropping my number here. She's here. I think she's trying to join.
Hello.
Yeah, Priyanka, I can hear you now.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Is it something that I join the session in between or
No. Actually, yeah, of course. See, I have a session. I
sorry?
told you right. I told you right on the day.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a session from 7 to 8. So
Okay.
this is actually it's a new batch. We have done 3 or 4 classes. You can join this, or else what we can do is uh, we can. Is it possible for you to join at 8 o'clock?
Yeah, that should be okay.
8 or 8?
Probably the other. Okay, just if possible, just drop me an email where I can join.
No.
Else, I even can mail you my number where you can leave me a message so I can
I'll
immediately
do
get
one thing.
connected.
I dropped my number here. Once again, I'm dropping my number here
Yeah, please do that.
in the chat box.
Yeah, sure.
We'll fix this. No issues. We'll go with this, whatever it is. So just drop me a message on WhatsApp, okay?
Yeah, sure.
And we'll do it. So what are your available timings? Like you opted for 7:30, I know, but up to
That should be
what
okay. Even 8 should be okay. I mean, yeah, even
up
8
to
should be
what
okay.
time? Up to what time you are available? Like 8 to 9 or 8:30 to 9:30? How?
I'm okay anything after 7
Oh,
or from 6 to 9, 8, 9 or whatever.
from 6 to 9 IST, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, because sometimes what happens is I will be having a 10 minutes or 15 minutes meeting with my client at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So it takes 8:15 to join so that we can do 8:15 to 9:15.
Yeah, that should be okay.
Hmm?
Else you can even, if you don't have a batch before this batch, you can even take that in.
See, or else you said 6, right? Indian time 6. Yeah,
Yeah, it's correct.
we can even do morning 6 a.m. to 7, right?
Yeah, even that should be
And
okay. Yeah.
that we'll do so that there won't be any.
Because like that should be okay for you.
And you are looking for only individual session, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So 6 to 7 we'll do, and 7 to 8 I'll continue with this batch. Once I have done with this batch, then we can move forward like 7 to 8 like that. Okay,
Yeah, sure, that should be okay.
that's cool. So uh,
I'm dropping you the message on WhatsApp.
yeah.
Just let me know the availability timings so that I can join the session then.
So you want to start from today itself or from tomorrow? It is
Is
okay.
it okay if I'm starting from today? Is it okay? Like, else I can start from tomorrow though. That should be okay. And if
What
it's okay for you, that should be okay.
what I will do is I will connect at 8:20. Okay, 8:30. I'll drop you a message
Okay.
today. Okay, so
Yeah, sure.
8:30.
I'm dropping you my number, so you can just leave me a message then.
I dropped my number. in chat
Yeah,
box?
I'm doing it through WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's cool. So I'll join at 8:30. We can have a session for 30 minutes,
Yeah,
8:30 to
sure.
9, and tomorrow, we can start at 6 a.m. That's cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Hmm? Yeah,
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
yeah. Bye. Take care. Okay, okay. Sheila and Pinky. Oh, sorry, Pooja. Okay. Uh, yeah. So let's continue.
Yeah,
Let's finish it off. So you understand the process, right? So from HR admin. So what is the difference between a normal flowchart and this flowchart? This is known as a cross-functional flowchart. Okay, this is known as cross-functional flowchart, where this cross-functional flowchart represents actors too. Okay, like it shows like here is an HR admin, this is the employee role, this is the manager, this is the reviewer. I mean, where these actions are happening, correct? But when you look into a flow chart,
yeah,
like a normal flow chart, if you see, I'll show you the green card workflow. This is a green card workflow, like if you want to apply for a green card. Okay, yeah, you can see here. It's a straight flow. It's not a straight flow. It's a flow chart, but not a cross functional. You can see start. Are you working in US bearing an H1 or L1 visa status? If yes, go down. If no, go back. Okay, it's a decision symbol. You're eligible to apply a green card. This is input. I mean output symbol. Then the flowchart details about EB1, EB2, EB3 green card process. This is the document symbol. Okay, so EB1, EB2, EB3. What is this? EB1, EB2. This is a case structure, right? Yeah, this is a case
right.
structure.
This is case.
If it is EB1, you go this way. If it is EB2 or EB3, you go this way. And these are the process symbols, the rectangle boxes, all this. And then again, going to decision symbol. Is your employer ready to sponsor green card? If yes, go down. If no, go back. Employer verifies your legal status and eligibility to apply green card. Are you eligible? No. Go back. If yes, go down. Employer files LC on your behalf document. Then LC approved. Then employer must file I-40. I mean, this is a process. And see here. Is priority date current? No. Repetition. Today's date is the present date? No, it is going back. Wait until priority date is current. Correct? Yeah.
Mm.
Because it's a repetition. And then again, output. Department of State provides you visa number. Okay, so it goes in this way, repetitions, decision, so many, and at last, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. So now look at this. Are we talking about uh, actors? No, right? I mean, are we representing actors? No, right? We are just representing the flow of work. Could you tell me who are the actors here? Are you means you. You are an actor, right? So this is your
Just
area.
one person.
One. Next. Is your employer ready to sponsor? Employer is an actor again, second fellow. Correct? He is sponsoring, right? Yes or no? If employee,
Yes.
if yes, then the third actor, if you scroll down, it says Department of State provides a visa number. Department of State means it's an actor only. They are also doing some action, third actor. And want to go with consular processing? You did a consular, right? So this fellow is an fourth actor. You go to US consulate. Understand?
Mm.
This is
Yes.
but are we talking about actors here? No, we are only concentrating on the process. But here we are talking about actors too. Correct? Okay, HR admin this process. If I remove this HR admin employee and all this, and if I put it in this way, okay, it looks the same, right? I mean, from the start to the end. Correct?
Mm.
Just so what is the purpose of this drawing of this cross-functional flowchart is it represents, that's it. It gives a clear clarity, a clear picture that, okay, in this area, this is what, this is what. Got it? Understand?
So we mean to say like cross-functional flowchart is much more clear than ordinary flowchart,
Yeah, of course.
and even detailed, I think.
Yeah, detailed. It's not detailed. It's the same. Just we are writing actors, that's it. We are representing actors in the left side, that's it. Yeah. Hmm?
So, like in regular, like real-time world, we need to draw this cross-functional flowcharts.
It depends. It depends. It is not mandatory that we have to draw a use case diagram, we have to draw flow chart. Not like that. It depends. We are see, this is something like,
So, like complete.
uh, yeah, we are trying to explain the things to technical team, right? So it depends how effective the project is. I mean, how typical the project is to understand. If the project is more typical, more complex, then you have to draw more diagrams. If the project is very simple, you can just finish it off with wireframe. That's it. Understand? Mm,
Okay.
it depends. So how to draw this? Go to the flowchart. Uh, I mean, yeah, it's Windows 7, Microsoft Visio. Okay, so here go to more shapes and go to flowchart. Go to flowchart, and in the flowchart you select cross-functional flowchart. Cross-functional flowchart. Here you select swim lane like this. Just drag and drop. We call them as swim lanes. Okay, swim lane. What do you mean by swim lane? In the swimming, correct?
Yeah, each lane is different.
uh, so it's a swim lanes actually. You do swimming, right? So this way. So here one actor, here one actor. There are three actors can swim now. Okay. So the swim lanes can be horizontal and vertical. Even the swim lanes
Okay.
can be in this way too. Correct.
Vertical too.
Vertical too, like this. Okay. That's cool. Now here on the title, you just write down leave management system or performance management system, whatever it is, PMS. And you can add, if it is PMS here, you can add one more. You have to add one more. Now click on the function button and write down HR admin. And here write employee. And here write manager. Okay, and here you write uh, what's that? Reviewer. Okay, reviewer. Yeah. Go to more shapes and flowcharts and basic flowcharts. Okay, at the start. Okay, then what was there, like module and a process symbol. You can see in the right side, you can see those names too. Okay, it's very clearly written: decision, sub process, start, end, data, that is input output, document, database, custom. You can custom the symbols, like manual operations or anything. If you want, you can use this. Now double click on this and write down start, and here you write down create background docs, something like that. Okay, and take a connector, just connect them like this. Yeah. Okay, just see this. This is how it works. Okay, just copy this and paste it in a Word document and send it to technical team and IT. That's it. Any doubt? We call it as cross-functional flowcharts. And if it is a normal flowchart, just draw like this: start and end, then sub-process, then document. Okay, something like this. You can draw in this way if it is a normal flowchart. Normal, not normal, basic flowchart. Not even basic flowchart. We have to say flowchart. That's it. No need to say normal,
Yeah,
basic.
just like just float.
It's a flowchart, and this is a cross-functional flowchart. That's it. Where you have swim lanes. That's it. Hmm. Okay. Any doubts?
I think it's clear.
Any doubts, Pooja?
Uh, can you explain module once again?
Module is a sub-process. It's you can use it like a process. That's it.
Okay.
A sub-process. Sheila will explain what is sub-process. Can I give you an example for sub-process?
No, I was thinking like maybe
Mm.
like module will be like an extension kind of maybe
Mm.
like or to be more
Mm.
in detail than the top level. That's what I felt.
Mm. Like you go to a university, okay, and you want to take an admission. So your
Okay.
friend, when your friend asks you, where did you went? You said I went to university and paid the fee. Correct. So the university is the main process, okay. And to whom you paid? Do you think you go and pay money to vice chancellor or who, or a dean of the college? No, right? So you pay to an accountant, correct? You're going to university,
Yeah.
but to whom you're do the for whom you're paying? I mean, who is taking money from you? The payment department, that is accounts department, right? The accounts department is a sub process, and the main process is the university. Okay, Pinky.
Okay.
Sorry, Pooja.
Yes.
Yeah, the university is the main process, and the departments inside a university are sub processes. Okay, and when I say HR department, so HR department is the main process. In the HR department, you have payroll I mean, different departments again, right? Recruiting department, correct? Payroll department. People work on payrolls as separate people. Recruiting team is different. So those are sub processes, modules, and the main process is HR. Right, Sheila? You mean to say that, right?
Yes.
Mm,
Yeah, something
that's
like
it. Exactly. That's cool. Chalo then. See you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Today, what happened is I was trying to join, but some technical problem. The go to meeting sometimes it act very crazy, so it won't allow.
no, and please don't mind. I'm sorry. Even Friday, I wanted to record, but suddenly both the days, like some problem with my system too. So, I couldn't, I downloaded them, but I couldn't record them. I mean, I couldn't save them.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
today, hopefully, I'll do it as soon as it's done.
Okay.
Yeah, then bye and have a good day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.